Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. It's another week, another episode. We continue, we push on. The international break will not break us. We got rumors coming. We got Empoli, we're going to visit him. And we're going to be getting into so much more. Welcome to Milan Coast to Coast.
Welcome to Milan Weekly Podcast Coast to Coast with your hosts Geo and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa della
Giro in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Geo Hernandez, coast to coast, nel numero 19.
Leao carica il mancino. Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao.
Il Milan è campione d'Italia.
Oh yeah. Doesn't matter what happens. Doesn't matter what you throw at us. We will stay alive, baby. What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Milan Coast to Coast, baby.
Coast.
What up, Gio? How you doing tonight, man?
Man, it's crazy, man. Another heat wave out here in California. We're supposed to be in fall, but it's 97 right now. It's disgusting, man, but I'm ready to get in, man. Everybody, please like and subscribe if you like the content. But we ready. Fabio, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I mean, I got to tell you, I felt a little checked out this weekend because as it's no surprise to anybody, I'm not a fan of the international break, especially this one, since the seasons were already condensed, playing so many games like week after week after week. I thought this was very poor timing. I understand it's to try to warm them up as much as possible before the World Cup, but not exactly a big fan of the international break because I want my Milan. I want it every couple of days. That's what I want, man. 3-4 days, that's enough. Any longer than that, I start to have withdrawals. You know how it is. But guys, like Gio said, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you are not already subscribed, because we got great Milan content coming every 3-4 times a week. We get you riled up before the games. We talk about it with Vinny and Steve on Monday night, and Wednesday night, me and Gio always here to keep it going with the Champions League games, getting you ready for the weekend. So thank you so much for watching. G, let's start with a little housekeeping before we move on, because we got some cool stuff going on this week. So before, not this week, next week. So let's just bring this up right here real quick. Of course, I'm talking about the Milan, from Milan to many event that they got going on. Hold on, let me not lose G. I got to get G in here. There he is. So it's going to be a party at the 4040 Club here in New York City. It's a great event. I went last year with my wife. I will be there in attendance to watch Milan Juve. It's going to be a great I was hoping I'd be joined by a special person, but it didn't work out. But there's going to be a lot of great people. So just want to plug this here. So if anybody's in the tri-state area and wants to be a part of this, they're giving away probably a really cool scarf when you're getting in for like the first 300-400 people. It was packed last time, and it was a dope event. So, G, how jealous are you that it's not in Los Angeles?
No, I'm not jealous, man. New York City, they've been doing it for like over 12 years, I think what I heard. So, well-deserved, Franco and all them, like when they take the picture after every game, you guys even do it for Champions League night, Milan Club NYC. So, I mean, well-deserved, man. I'm just glad that a lot of people are glad that at least one club is getting the recognition, and well-deserved, man. Because you know how Serie A is, man. They don't like to recognize nobody or anything like that outside of Italy. And also, before that, Fabio, on August 4th, they're gonna be in London with the great Alessandro Nesta, they're gonna be over there.
Yeah,
So
that's gonna be a great event for sure.
yeah. So that's dope, man. All these events that Milan is doing, that's good. You know.
Hopefully, Rock Nation Husney will be an event. Well, he might be on contract. He has to make an appearance. You know, JC says the Rock Nation, you got to be out there if you're going to be our 40/40 sponsor. You know, but we'll see. Yo, the Rock is going to be in the building. The place is fantastic. I can't wait, man. I can't wait, and I wish I could go see Nesta. I wish they had somebody. But they are going to have the Scudetto trophy in the building, so that should be pretty awesome. Hopefully get a cool picture with that. So we don't get a player, you know, a Milan legend or something like that, but we get the trophy and a cool, probably scarf, most likely. But yeah, great thing going on. So if you're going to be around, definitely try to be there. Doors open, I believe, at 10:30, it says, and obviously the game's at 12 o'clock. So it's going to be an awesome time. I will be there meeting up with other clubs, probably from Boston, from Philly, of course. Hopefully somebody from Montreal or Toronto comes through. Anybody else, you know, last time people from Dallas were there. It's really a great event, man, and more stuff going on. So there's gonna be a lot of content for sure coming from that event, all over the internet, and definitely from us and from myself. But
Fabio,
yeah, so let's move. Yes.
Milan Club SoCal was in there with my brother Jonathan. He was in there. He was in there popping bottles.
Oh,
man, so.
All right. I like it. See, that's what I'm saying. Listen, if you guys see me next Saturday, you're going to see me probably a few more times on this thing before then. But if you see me on Saturday in New York, come up, say what up. We want to just hang out, you know, shoot the shit, talk to Milan Love. Appreciate you guys. But let's go to our main topic while we're all here, man. This is episode 7, breaking down the break. All right, because we were breaking down left and right, and we got to talk about Milan's internationals and all of our injuries, man. I got a little graphic, but let's kind of roll through what we got written down here. So we're gonna start with Italy, because Italy, again, they're playing. What is the UEFA Nations League? What is this for?
It's like a glorified friendly, Fabio, just to make more money, and then you get to compete for like a trophy.
What trophy? What is this?
The Nations League trophy.
The Nations League? Is this like their version of what the Confederations Cup should have been?
No. It's just
something different.
They just trying to make more money, Fab. That's all it is.
That's all it is, man. But listen, well, they had Tonali and Pobega was the only two called up for Italy. Tonali seemed to get like a slight injury and didn't play. Pobega saw some time in the English game, which Italy won 1-0. And then Italy beat Hungary 2-0, which is, again, both goals Raspadori scores. So a little angry. Like, look, this guy went to Napoli scoring goals for the national. I mean, it's good. Hopefully in 2026, these guys can get their act together and we can see a World Cup again. But useless games. Did you see any of this game? Any thoughts about it?
Yeah, I mean, I saw the game, Fabio. I mean, there's this hater. I can't remember his name on Twitter. He said that once Milan players, you know, are not on the Azzurri team, they start winning again. But he was wrong. He's a dummy because Pobega was on the team and they won. So his argument is caca. And nah, man, I just you know, Raspadori, he's scoring goal and he just needs to keep it up because I think the Immobile Belotti era is over. It should have been over like 5 years ago, but I mean, when the Azzurri are not producing any strikers or they don't want to give any young talent, now I like the young talent that Mancini is giving, you know, like Giunto, you know, Raspadori, all these other young talents and stuff like that. So, I mean, we just need to like revive the defense also, Fabio, because, you know, seeing Bonucci and Acerbi right there, that's kind of like a shambles.
Yeah, that's not good. Not good. And surprised that Calabria wasn't called up, or was it because he was injured?
No, he didn't get called up, but I think it's because he was. It wasn't because he was injured, but I think, you know, he hasn't been having a good start. Just the last 2 games, he was playing well. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, shoot, like I was never a hater of letting people go out to play for their country, but hey, man, I'm gonna start being like you, Fabio. Ain't nobody going, man. You guys
stay home. You don't need to play right now. I know I get it. Everybody's gonna be upset. No, you gotta play for your country, you know. And they're getting ready for the World Cup and this and that. But Italy literally has nothing to play for. So, but it's like, it's such an important part of our season. We can't have guys go down. So, but yeah, just to touch on him, since I mentioned him, Calabria seemed like he picked up something at some point right before the international break, but it seems like he's recovered, and they expect him to hopefully get playing against Empoli. But all right, so next in that game on the opposite side of the field against the Italy-England game was Tomori, and happy for me, he didn't see any time in either of the English games versus Italy or Germany. Furthering this idea that the coach Southgate really either doesn't like him, doesn't think he's like worth to start. He's still starting Maguire. I don't understand this guy. How can Tomori be riding the bench? I'm happy he's riding the bench because the guy's playing almost every game for us. But like, what the hell?
Yeah, Fob, man, Southgate, he's a dummy. He got what's his name? Shoot, he got Shaw and Maguire starting, players that don't even play for the club. But you know what? I'm not even hating on Tomori not starting, but because he has a lot of Premier League bias, but Southgate, but at least give other players chances. The Maguire experiment is done for England, but I don't care. You know what? We're gonna put you in a split. Black Friday, we're gonna be smoking that split, that England pack, because we're gonna steamroll you. Put in Harry Maguire. He gonna give us 2 goals just like he did for Germany. He gave away a penalty and then he gave it right to the player so he could just shoot from outside the box.
Yeah,
so,
well,
hey man, keep doing that, Southgate, so we could smoke you.
Listen, as long as Tomori gets rest and they don't want to play him, fine. Good. He's gonna play for Milan every game he can. All right, so let's move on to France now. The French had 3 of our players. Well, one of them seemed to pick up something before he even got there, so he never played. Theo got hurt. What's Theo's injury? What's nagging him? I don't remember what it was. Have they not canned him yet? Listen, it's a lot of international coaches probably should have been fired already.
Yeah. Now, Fabio, I think he was like a thigh injury or something for Theo.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So so I guess he went to camp. He was feeling good, and then when they did their first test, so shout out to them, to France for not just saying F this, we're gonna play him, because I think Theo would have played. But I'm just glad. Well, I'm not glad, but Giroud, I didn't really like that Giroud is playing because I thought he was gonna rest. I thought Benzema was gonna play, but I guess he picked up an injury.
Giroud was the only good thing about this international break. We saw our starting striker go out there and still score goals. So for me, it's just like riding a bike for Giroud. The guy is he probably could be able to play another 4 or 5 years. That's why they're already talking about giving him like a 1 or 2 year extension already, because he's been so solid. He scored a goal in their first game. So just to touch back on Theo, looks like hopefully they're hoping he's going to be back for the Juve game. So possibly we'll only miss him for this week's Empoli game and then possibly the first Chelsea game. Which sucks, You know what? That's what you wanted. You know whose fault this is? It's your fault, because you kept calling, give him some rest. Give Balotelli a chance. Now you got 2 games of Balotelli. If it's not him, they're going to play Dest on that side. And we'll see what that turns out to be. I'm just not I'm upset that Teo's not going to be there. That's a big loss. Big loss.
We got 2 big losses, Fabio, especially for the Champions League game. We got Mike Maignan, man, out a month. The first international break, we're not sending Mike Maignan no more. He's got this curse. The first international break last year, he did his hand. I know they said he did it in the game before he went to international, and then he aggravated it. But Mike Maignan,
the Atletico game, right?
Yeah, you cannot go no more international first international break.
And they don't even respect you and let you start like you should. So don't even bother going.
Yeah, don't even bother. International break wasn't good for us, Fab, because I feel like to me for that Chelsea game, Fab, like that's for me when I know we needed Mike Maignan because he could make and save our season, not season, but he can make some saves. Take out some goals, really discourage Chelsea who are not in good form with a new manager, and then we could have went down and then scored a goal. Now we had to rely on Merante or Tiramisu. I don't know why we got I know Tiramisu did something, but sometimes Tiramisu he be doing the flappy hands and stuff like
I
that.
know, but you know what? It's it's funny, man. Talk about like the curse of the 40-40 club. This is going to be now the second year in a row that Mignon's not playing, and I got to watch Tatrusano probably in net. I think they're going to give it to him over Morante. I mean, he's always been like the number 2 keeper. I mean, I would be surprised if they go with the other guy, being that we haven't seen him ever. I've never seen Morante in the game. I only seen him on the bench.
I'd rather go with that young buck, man. Jung Dao. He's tall. He's big. He's got a big frame. Let's do it. Throw him in the firing line. Come on. We team youth or we not, Fob?
No, we are, but we got a goalkeeper. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to ruffle no feathers. Leave the young kid where he's at.
Yeah, but Jung Dao.
He's not with the first team, is he?
No, he's not with the. Well, he gets called up here and there. Yeah, but
yeah.
To me, they say if he has talent, and it's time to express that talent.
Well, he's not again. Looks like Mignon's out for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. He's gonna miss the Juve and both Chelsea games, so we'll see who they end up going with. So that was France in a nutshell. Denmark obviously had Kier, who seemed to like hurt his ankle a little bit in the first game, but he was on the bench for the second game. Somebody reported that they saw him and Giroud hanging out at the nightclubs after, so he seems to be okay. Maybe he'll be good to go for Empoli. Then, surprise, surprise. I hope you guys are excited because Origi and Rebic are both close to coming back. That's what they're saying. Maybe by next week, maybe by Empoli. Who knows? Rebic, I think maybe next week. Origi, they were talking about maybe this week, but I don't know. You excited about either of these two guys? Do you think they're going to do something?
Fabio, Rebic's been out since after game 2, right? Like almost a month and a half.
Yeah, that's still on his 2 goals in 2 games.
That's just crazy, man. But we need everybody that we can get. At the end of the season, Rebic could go, and even Origi could go because we need reliable players now at the rate. We're gonna go to that.
We've signed him for
Origi like 4 years, 5.
Oh my God, 4 years! Can we get out of this
years,
contract? No.
No. If he performs, we could sell him probably at the end of the year. Imagine he scores 10 goals and said, "Yeah, I'll sell him."
Oh. Well, I just want to touch on what Edwin's saying here. Our Belgian boys, CDK got on the field. I don't know about Salamakis. Did he play? I don't know. Did Salamakis get on? I think he got subbed on.
I think he got subbed on, but I don't really care. Vortex, he played for the youth 21 Belgium, and he was looking good. He was doing. He could even do free kicks. I mean, to me, that's I think the ideal replacement for Kessie. He got tackers. He could pass. He could shoot. Not like Kessie that just could bully the people and then score penalties. But
well, if he's going to get his 20, 25 minutes a game, hopefully he could do something to give himself some more time, but there's going to be multiple chances like for him to play. But Pioli's, if he has to go with like a young guy or Krunic, he's going with Krunic, man, and Lord Krunic produces, but he's not going to trust these guys. And, just funny thing, man, Milan puts out, you know what, I'm going to save it because I'm going to talk about it later. It's one of my Broskis of the week. But yeah, so any other actually, hold on. Sorry. Forgot. Our last guy on our international break. Of course, we're going to have to talk about Leão, our best player. He's on Portugal. He got subbed in when they lost against Spain, and he started against the Czech, and they blew him out 4-0. I don't know if he did anything. Did you watch any of these highlights for Portugal?
Leão, he assisted in the Czech Republic game, I think.
Okay. So you got one assist. That's good.
Yeah, that's good, Fabio. I mean, I'm just glad nobody got injured. Calabria looking like he's healthy. Tonali looking like he's healthy. I don't know, Tonali. You gotta DM me or something like that. I won't snitch on you. But I really need to know if you're healthy as hell because we have like how many games we have? I think I don't know. I saw the thing. We have a lot of games coming up, and we need you healthy, man. Especially that Pepioli. His system is very hard to get. It's harder than Pep Guardiola's system. For a player to get integrated. I don't know how
Yeah,
far, but
yeah,
it is.
yeah. I
But
know. I don't know what's up with that.
I just need Tonali to DM me personally and tell me if he's 100% because I need him to play at 100. I don't need him to play
Well,
at
they're
70
saying this is
or 80.
this little graphic I found from I guess Milan News or something like that from online. It shows that we're not going to get Mike back until the 16th against Verona.
Oh no,
Uh,
that's Milan Post. I think that's
is that
their
Milan
shout out to.
Post?
Yeah, MP
Okay.
Milan Post. I think, man, shout out to them.
And then
You know
Teo
what? You know what, Fabio?
maybe
It could
next
be
week against
me.
Juve. What happened?
Yeah, it could be Milan News because I don't think Milan
I think
Post.
it's Milan News.
Right?
I can't see because our graphic is blocking their graphic, but
Yeah.
whatever. I'm just giving a quick shout out. Most people won't even care. Move on. uh, so then Teo should be back against Juve. We got Tonali should be playing, and Calabria should be playing this week. And then Kier, saying Kier should be good. And actually, I flipped it before. I said the other way around. It's actually Rebic could be ready for this weekend. And for the first Chelsea game, we'll hopefully get Origi back. So that would be nice, especially if like we got to put him in towards the end of the game. He does something, crazy against Chelsea. That would be nice. Like way to get the fans on your side. Like don't mess it up. You know what I'm saying? And then the last two guys are Florenzi and Ibrahimovic. They're not coming back until 2023. So injuries galore. I mean, happened or pretty much around the same time last year. Just stretch. If you can weather the storm and play well still, I think after the World Cup, we'll be able to get into like a good groove and have like a good run of games. I think Milan will have a good second half, honestly. But yeah, we just got to get through these rough next couple of games. I mean, come on, Juve's slipping. We should get them. Empoli, we gotta put our foot on their neck, take the game early. But yeah, that's pretty much that. All right, so that's the international break. All right, we're gonna move on now. Since Leao was the last thing we talked about, the rumor mill is actually all about Leao right now. Because Leao, again, they're talking about how much they're gonna sell him for, how much is he worth. Chelsea wants to buy him, maybe Manchester City. Is PSG going to pop in? Is he going to sign the contract renewal? What's going on with the 16 million that supposedly he's being forced to pay back to Sporting? So, what do you think about these rumors, man? You've had your ear to the ground. Leao's been telling other people to renew. What's going on now?
Fabio, I mean, I think that Mendes, he on his BS. I've been telling everybody that Mendes, he's a sneaky little beep. you know,
You could say,
and,
man, he's a
and
sneaky little bitch. Let's
yeah.
go.
So he's just sneaky, man, and I think just because he's not like Rayola, who used to be out in the press talking every time, he's just sneaky. He wants us to pay that fee. Like, why? We already paid 30 million for him. Like he wasn't even coming like good, and yeah, he was talented, but so that means you want us to pay 46 million for Leao, somebody that at that time wasn't as big as it is now. Like 46 million, we get into Holland money, man, and Holland, he's an animal. But I mean, to me, Fab, I really think that he renews, but we sell him in a year, and we're gonna sell him to either Chelsea or Manchester City, and then they're gonna be the dumb clubs that pay that fee. But we're not paying that fee. $16 million for Milan right now. Regardless that we don't have a stadium or anything, and we're on the up. That's like a player or two to three players, because if we buy little players like 3, 4, 5 million, we could get three players, but that's a lot of money. I know he's
Well,
gonna renew,
they
but
were
we're gonna
saying
sign to the
that
highest bidder.
Maldini or somebody in the office had said that basically that was Leao's problem. Milan's not paying the fee that he's got to pay back but maybe they could work it in to like incentives and stuff like that. So this way he makes extra money. Sign him on another 4-year extension. And by year 2, if you haven't already taken the next step where you want to go, you can sell him for big money. Then at that point, we would have him for like 5 or 6 years. That's usually what happens in modern football now, especially the English teams. If the English teams come calling and they want to pay him 12, 13, 14 million a year or even more, we can't afford that, Definitely not. The 7 million is like pulling teeth right now. So I don't know. I think Leao is a cornerstone for us, and it would be foolish for us to sell him right now. But if we cannot work out a contract with Mendes and get this, all squared up, we got to sell him next year. We got to sell him at the end of the year. And if for some reason it goes sour or he has a great World Cup, you got to sell him in January.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If he has a good World Cup and Portugal make it to the semifinals, he got 4 goals, 3 assists. We sell him, man. 150 million should be a bargain for any of these clubs. And then we'll even take players or not, but we need 120 mil plus a couple players, and then we'll make it the deal. So whoever wants to deal with us, but I think that World Cup, if he shines, Fabio, we could get the most. And with that money, I've already been mentioning what players could replace him. We got the Flying Dutchman, out there, Cody Gakpo. We got Noah Lang that we could buy also with that money. And then we got Doku. I know he's injury prone, but I'm willing to take a chance.
What about the rumors of like selling him to Chelsea and taking like a player or two back and like and a ton of money? How would you work with that?
No, I mean, I wouldn't want Broha. I think to me, we need players. We need more dynamic players. We got Leao, and to me, I've seen enough of this kid, Okafor from Salzburg. He burned Kalulu. He burned Mike Maignan. He burned Chelsea. He could create his own shot, and he doesn't need nobody to pass it. I think that if we get Cody Gakpo, Noah Lang, Doku, and Okafor for like 110 million, that's 4 quality players. 2 of them with Cody Gakpo and Okafor that could create their own shot. We're not gonna miss a beat. We're gonna have more quality and more depth. But I mean, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, let's get this bidding war, man. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. Again, I want to see Milan as a team that keeps their players, doesn't sell their players. Lao's finally stepping into like the next level. You don't sell them immediately, That's not the type of club we want to be, honestly. But anyway, let's move on. Hopefully we'll see something different. All right. Just want to do a little shout out here in our chat, man. Caliber, he's got a cool little comment that he made, man. He's going to be interviewing for the coaching for the MLS Youth Academy program. That's what's up. Good luck, brother. Good luck, and hopefully tell us if you make it. See any young Americans or something we can look for. Right wingers, yeah, man. Get some right wingers. But yeah, all right. So let's move on to the next segment, right? So there are no more games in September. The first game we play back, which will be against Empoli, is actually October 1st. So Milan put up a post. Who do you think is the MVP for September, right? So these are the 4 people that they put out there. So who do you think, G, out of these 4 guys? Let me give you a little statsies here, all right, that I wrote down.
No, I don't need no stats, pa.
Oh, all right. All right, hold on. Let me get through the segment at least. All right, so Giroud, right? This is the case for Giroud, right? He's got the big goal against Inter, which was, an unbelievable thing. He had a goal from the spot against Sampdoria, and he had a goal against Napoli. So that's 3 big goals this month. Next is Leao, which this guy's a monster. He's got 2 goals and 4 assists this month. Then they got the Mr. Champions League. Salamak is up there because the Salamanca got 2 goals, so that makes him a contender. And the last one is a little confusing for me because he has no goals. I don't think he has any assists. Actually, no, he does have an assist. for the salad makers in the Champions League. But he's been playing pretty good. So who do you think is the MVP?
The MVP is the most reliable guy we have right now. He's 36 years old. His name is Oliver Giroud. I don't give a F what the hell Salad Tosser does in the Champions League. The main focus is what we do in Serie A, because that's how you know if a player got levels, man. And Salad, Messias, you ain't got no levels. I know, okay, we haven't been in the Champions League for a long time, recently. So a lot of people going to pick Salad, but that's nothing, because you and Serie A, y'all two bums have been found out, and that's what it is. Salad goes.
Yeah, we got
Salad
one. Brandon believes it's the salad man. He thinks the salad tosser has been doing enough to be the man of the month. But you say Drew. I say the obvious answer is the MVP of the year.
Why are you lying, Mark? Mark, why are you lying? Big game player.
Yeah. Listen, it's Leao. Leao is the MVP of this month. 2 goals, 4 assists. I mean, the guy is still playing at an unbelievable rate. Got a BS red card, and on Saturday, you're gonna see why he is the MVP, man. There is no stopping him, and hopefully he just keeps going. Let's go. Get that to 200 million, Leao. Let's go. You want that 7 million? You better play like a $7 million player. That's all I'm saying. So they're talking that they're going to produce the results for this sometime, probably like September 30th, like the last day of the month. So we'll talk about that possibly next week, but take a look out. We're not going to probably talk about it next week, but we talking about it right now, baby. So let's move on now to the preview of Milan Empoli. All right, this is our big game for Saturday. Just also, if you haven't heard or you don't know, little breaking news here. There will be a group therapy session. So if you're a part of Patreon and you want to get on, talk with Vinny, talk with the boys, get yourself ready for this game on Saturday, look for the link. Be a part of Patreon if you aren't. Support the channel. We appreciate it a million times. But let's get into this game, G. Right? Milan going to Empoli. Empoli only has 6 goals out of the 7 games, and they got 7 goals against. So they don't score a lot of goals, and they don't give up a lot of goals. Like 1 goal a game. That's all they usually give up. But maybe, what do you think about this idea? We've had 13 goals to their 8. 13 goals, and we've given up 8 goals. This is what happened last year. We beat them both times. The first game was a little crazy. Kessie, Florenzi, and Teo all scored. All 3 of those guys will not be in this game. And in March, when we played them, Kalulu actually was the game winner, 1-0 for us. So hopefully it's not a difficult game. Hopefully we can handle Empoli. They won't have Destro, which is pretty good because I think he's like really their main attacking threat. For some reason, he likes to score against us. But what do you think about this game? How do you feel about it?
Yo, Fabio, this game right here is going to take guts. It's going to take winning the 50-50 balls, and that's it, man. We have enough quality to beat this team. I know we don't have Theo. I know we don't have Mike Mignon, but we got Leao. We got Calabria healthy. We got Donali. We got the pit bull. I think this is a big game for the Belgian waffle, Mr. CDK. I think that he has to show up in this game, and he has to get like a couple assists or a goal, whatever he has to do, because at the end of the day, Giroud is walking on his last legs. He's tired. He's playing. He hasn't had no rest. So it's time for us to score 2 to 3 goals quick in the first half and have him rest. Giroud rest for the rest of the games. But I think that this game, it's not even going to take that many skills. It's going to take heart. It's going to win 50-50 balls. And if we do that, Fabio, we'll smash them 4-0. And then we're good.
So,
but we need this 3 points. See, the thing is, what about all these injuries, what we did last year, with our injuries, we kept close to enter the caca flyers, because they smell, so they got a lot of flies around them. We kept close. You feel me? Right now, Napoli, everybody's on their bandwagon. CBS Plus or ESPN, Sky Sports Italia, all these guys, they on them and stuff. Not remembering what happened last year, but we don't care. We just need to keep a close with them because Napoli and Inter they play before us, so we're gonna know the result. I would hope for two draws or 2 losses would be better. But
Yeah,
we have
definitely.
to we have to get the 3 points no matter what. These next 2 games, Fabio, we have to get the 6 points. If we
Yeah,
can't beat Empoli or Juve, then we're a disaster of a team.
No, we'll do it. We'll do it. Let's focus on Empoli before we worry about Juve. Vince Mancini's writing that this game scares the shit out of him. They had barely any call-ups, and all they've been doing is planning for Milan. So, gonna be interesting, man. Definitely. But I think we're holding Empoli too high of us. Oh, Mark is saying start Messia safe salad for the Champions League. See, I don't want to even worry about, honestly, the Champions League. I want to worry about this game. We got to sew up every 3 points that are in front of us. No looking past the opponent. Chelsea game will be important, but Chelsea's game is in 3 or 4 days. Don't worry about it. The other, and Caliber mentions it here. He beat me to the punch, Cal. He said, and this is the guy we got to be looking at because Parisi, the backup left back, possibly of the future. Milan's looking at them maybe, probably next summer, if not in January. They're looking to get this guy, which means bye-bye to your best friend Balotore. All right, so
I'm happy about Fabio. I've been talking about Parisi since last season.
I know, but
I don't
you
know
always
why
want Balotore.
Come on, Pioli, come on, Mokanda, come on. Why don't you listen to me? I can see talent, man. Come on, man. Start giving these young Italian, these young bucks some chance, man. I think he's willing to play midweek games, Coppa Italia. Come on, we have to start developing these young Italians back. But no, man, he's to watch because he could attack, and Calabria and Salad or Marcias, they haven't been having a good season in Serie A. I don't care what they're doing in Champions League. So we just have to watch out. But like I said, Fabio, if we fight hard, we leave everything on the pitch, we smack them up 4-0. Easy.
Ooh, 4-0, 4-0. All right, so who you got for your goal scorer?
2 for Leao, 1 for Calabria, and 1 for the Pitbull. 50-yarder.
All right, I'll go more. They don't give up many goals, but I think it's going to be 2-0 us. Again, I'm going to keep calling it out until it happens. I think it's going to be Giroud and then CDK. Hopefully, CDK gets on the board. I want to see this kid score a goal. We need goals, I think Leao 2 assists and CDK and Giroud get the goals. That's how we're going to end up. That's what I'm praying. 2-0, tie it up early. This way we can just sit back, take it easy, get ready for the next game. But if it's 1-0 or 0-0 going into the 80th minute, woo, I'm gonna be very upset. My blood pressure is gonna be rising.
Yo.
What are you gonna be doing Saturday? What are you doing Saturday?
I might be watching the game. I might be
where?
making a trip. Fox Hounds probably or here. I don't know. I gotta see.
Talk to your brother, all right? If you're gonna stay home, maybe we do a little surprise watch along. You never know. So if you guys want to watch with us, possibly, just look out for the channel. It might happen.
Look, Fabio.
Right?
Fabio, this guy Vicario, I said that he should start before Gio, and Gio heard me because he got his act together.
Gio played good in the international break.
Gio did good. He's laying off the croissants, listening to Gio also. He need to pay me like $1 million. Me and Fabio, we split it 50-50.
There you go.
Because I told him to lay out the croissants. I told him don't go to Juve. I told him not do all this. But Vicario, man, he's gonna have an outstanding game. But like I said, if we just put our pedal to the metal, Fabio, we destroy them. And I need a destroying. Like it's only what? No, have we had like a game? Only the derby that we dominated in possession, and that we gave it to them like everywhere on the pitch. And
the Caliber's got a good comment right there. Read that.
Yeah, Vicario did work. I think they played
Provedel. Who's Provedel? Where's he at?
I don't know Provedel, but I know Vicario. I said it in the chat. I said Italy's number one, Vicario. I said it. And then Gio, he was like, "Nah, Gio, he going crazy. Let me show him something." And he did what he did.
Lazio, okay. Oh, he's the
Okay,
Lazio
okay.
goalkeeper. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna score a
See?
couple. Providel, we're gonna score like 20 passing. It's nothing.
All right, so let's just talk a little bit about who you hope the left back situation, right? So, do you want to roll with Ballatore this week? Are you hoping to see Dest play that side? What do you think they're going to do? You know, from pretty much up front. I mean, we know it's either going to be Macias or Salamakis on the right. It's going to be CDK from the start. Giroud's going to be the striker, and Leao's going to be on the left. So if Tonali's healthy, him and Benacer. If not, Benacer and Krunic. That's going to be like clockwork. That's what's happening. It's really the left back. You know, what do you think they're going to do?
Fabio, I think after what Des went through, we can't put him in a position that's not him because we're setting him up to failure. It's gonna have to be Ballatore, and he got to get his act together. We're gonna give you till January, and then hopefully and hopefully you have a good World Cup too, and then somebody wants to buy you for like 10-15 million, Balo. So this is an addition for another team to buy you. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let us down, Ballatore, in more way than none.
Come on, Ballo.
My uncle Vincenzo saying Milan will beat Empoli. They are a strong enough team. God damn right. They're too strong of a team. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping too, Aints. That's what I'm hoping. But I hope if they do have to play Ballatore, which seems like it would make most sense, left back is his position. You know, Dest, you know, we want to break him in. And honestly, as an American and an American fan, you know, I don't want them really to be moving him around. Let him keep trying to play more of like, you know, as a alternative to Macias or Salamakis. Give him a chance to play right wing, you know. I don't want to see the same two schmoes over and over again if they're not doing anything, you know. Have a third option here, for God's sakes. But and then you know it's going to be Tomori and Kalulu in the back. And right side, it looks like Calabria's healthy. So it's going to be him. If not, I think they put Dest on that side. And he'll start, and then maybe Calabria comes in. Who knows? We'll see. Mike is calling 1-0. That's listen. I'll take 1-0. I don't care. At the salad tosser. Oh man. All right. So any other last thoughts on Empoli Milan?
Nah, Fabio, and then give Vortex a minute to clean up. But if we're up like 2-3-0, bring in Vortex. You know, save the players' legs. Pobega, kick out Tonali and the Pitbull, and you know, and just let them legs rest for Wednesday. I think we play Wednesday.
Honestly, we don't need to see Diaz,
which is pretty cool.
Pioli, please, if you hear me, we don't need to see Diaz. We don't. If you want a Krunic to play, sub him in for a CDK at like the 80th minute or something. All right, like we don't need to see Brahim Diaz anymore. The dream is over. It's become a nightmare, and he can hang out on the bench. And if CDK twists his toe or something, then he can come in. But other than that, I don't want to see this guy. I'm just sick of him. Please, for the love of God, no more Diaz. That's my only, yes.
Before Diaz even comes in, we should already give a chance to, you know, to the Algerian kickboxer, aka Yassine Adli. You know
what? Good. I'm glad you mentioned him. Because
he should go in before Diaz. He should be in before Diaz, man. But I don't know. If Ali took Pioli's mistress or whatever's going on.
Well, that's my indigestion of the week. Milan puts out this really cool like short or whatever on YouTube of Adli making a great shot and scoring in the tiny net. Yeah, ooh, great. Are you gonna let him play, man? Because this kid never gets. It's great that you're showing us clips from from practice, but we need to see it in the game. So that's my indigestion of the week. Do you have any indigestion?
No, my indigestion, Fab. I mean, do I have an indigestion?
Not
really,
man. That was my original indigestion.
The indigestion, not really. You know what? Yes. You know what? I just feel that sometimes, like even though we said at the beginning we didn't want Tamar to play, I think what he has been doing, and everybody's on board, like in England, and I'm glad because Serie A is coming back on the map, and like I've been saying it, Fabio, we putting it back on the map, not that shit club Juve, not that stinky caca flies all over into, not them, not these fraudulent what they doing out there, these forgery jerseys from Maradona. ADL ain't even asked the family. He out there like
Oh,
doing
they did.
corrupt.
Yeah, that was also in the news this week. They told him you can't put Maradona on the shirt
Nah,
anymore.
you're doing corruption and stuff like that. But it's us putting us on the map, and my indigestion is just like, to me, like it's I would never know what it is to play for your country, but I think it's a big thing, especially with all this Premier League bias. And then you got everybody. You got Gary Neville. You got like big dogs out there. You got every content creator for the Premier League that I follow, that I know that they saying that it should be John Stones the tomorrow starting for the World Cup. And then my indigestion is this guy. This is for you, Terry. Shout out for my guys for VVP. It's Harry Maguire. Like, dude, you think you are better than who you are, and you're not. You got your family, you got mommy and daddy saying that you're a beast, but you're not, bro. Like, once you get the yes men around you, you'll be a quality player. Not quality like Manchester United level, but you could go to like a mid-table club and perform. The way that you talk is like you're like you're like DVD, you're like a Baresi, you're like a Maldini, and you're nothing like that. You're just like a I don't know you're just like an Acerbi. That's what you are. You're
Ooh.
you're the English Acerbi, okay? And to me, it's just that my indigestion is just the way that he is. He cocky and stuff like that. Yeah, I gave away 2 goals, but we fought together to get a draw, man. What the hell?
Yeah, I gave up goals, but we fought. He
Yeah.
fought really hard. Do you
Yeah,
got
what
a
the hell type
Brioski of the
of
week? You got something, the feel good
Oh,
moment for you?
oh, feel good. You got the graphic file or not?
Which one?
The one I sent you from IFTV?
No, I don't. I don't have that
Okay,
one.
okay. My Brioskis. Hi, Inter fans. How you doing out there, you caca flies? Um, I thought all your players want to stay with you. Oh, they start throwing money at Skriniar like he's a stripper. And what happens? His head turned. That's my Brioski. You guys laughed at us about Gigio, this, about Kessie, this, about Romagnoli, this, about this, and everybody and their mama this. But now, now you're in the same situation, but you're broke because your owner, every time he goes to a restaurant, they're repoing his car, they're taking his Rolex watches, they're taking his APs and everything. And to me, it's just funny how now Skriniar, he wants that 7.5 or he not signing. I thought that he would burn Inter Milan headquarters if he was sold. Y'all just chat a lot of shit, you cockafly fans. To me, now Skriniar going to PSG for 25 mil. They saying this is how dumb like their fan base is. Like y'all say y'all didn't want to sell him for 60, but now you're okay with the management selling him for 25. Just 4 months later, man. That's what you get. Karma is a B, and it's gonna keep on getting to you. You keep laughing at us. We're financially stable, I don't think we'll
Yeah.
lose layout for free, but we won't
No,
get it.
no,
Maybe
definitely not. We've
no,
I
but
think
well, I think we learned.
the hierarchy has learned their lesson from the past couple of times of letting Romagnoli go, letting Cassie go for free, letting Çalhanoğlu go for free.
Bob, and remember we were with the
Donnarumma for
snake.
free. That's
We,
the
we
biggest
were
one.
we were with the snake Nima. What he said that he rather sell Lautaro than Skriniar. That Skriniar was the pillar of the club. That he was gonna be the captain. Man, he not doing nothing for that. Y'all broke boys. Go to the unemployment line or get these inflation checks because they're repoing everything that Zhang got. And I'm laughing at y'all because y'all was laughing at us. Zhang.
You're like how much or rumor Zhang is willing to sell his
You
mother
know,
for €10. Damn, sell the what?
Skriniar, you saw what Leao did to him. He made him into a stripper, and now he's stripping for that 7.5 PSG cash. Does that make sense to you, Fabio? They
I mean,
wanted
listen,
They wanted 80. No,
makes
no, no,
people do
Fabio.
funny
No,
things.
but they wanted 80 mil, right? But now they willing to take 25 mil 4 months later.
I smell collusion. All right, that's what that is. Somebody's getting colluded here, and I just don't like it. But you know what? I'm happy because it's weakening Inter, because Skriniar is a good player for them.
And Devray going for free too. Devray going for free because he sucks. Giroud killed him when he did that bachata move on him like last season. Remember when he did the 1, 2, 3 step pa'lante, 1, 2, 3 para atrás. He did that bachata on him.
Oh man,
never been the
that
same.
Bachata. Yeah,
But
that's trouble right there.
now that's you know what, Inter fans, you deserve everything. You smell like shit, so that's why the flies are around you. And my other Broski of the week is Lukaku. What the hell was that, man? What the hell, Calvin Klein ad was that?
Oh my God! Thank God I don't have pictures of that. But if you haven't seen it, Lukaku has a Calvin Klein ad that's very ridiculous.
Fabio, he was doing.
You gotta see it. Nothing we say could do justice. Just go watch it, and we apologize ahead of time because they put it out. They thought it was good. You can never guess what people are gonna think is good. But my Broski of the week is pretty simple, even though the games don't mean anything per se. But good to see Italy winning. I would love to see a time where we don't have to see Bonucci anymore. I don't know why he's still, the captain, this and that. I hate Bonucci. Not a fan. But happy to see Italy winning games. Hopefully they can get back on track, do the right thing for the next Euro, and get themselves ready for the next World Cup, because it's going to be here in the United States and Canada and Mexico. So they better make sure they qualify for that one. All right, because that would be a real shame. Three World Cups in a row that we don't have Italy. That I think some of my family members will explode if they do that again, because it's such a shame, for such a great country with great teams, great league. It's maybe not the best league, but just you can't do that. You can't do it. Come on, not fucking 3 times in a row. But all right, so now we go to our next segment, one of our pillars here. We're going to be talking about, usually it's the shirt of the week, right? We always talk about somebody's shirt, right? So I'm always rocking the MWP. If you guys want to support us, want to rock some gear, some merch, go check out, what is it called? Milan Club World?
On MilanClubWorld.com.
Yeah, check it out. Go to the what's the section that we're in? I can't remember. Usually we have it in the link. It'll probably be in the description.
For the MWP, I think it's called collaborations. And if you want to, any club that you want to support, either if it's in, I think it says Europe, Italy, North America, or South America, or Asia out there, and they'll say, whatever club you want to go to, just click. And there's a lot of cool designs and stuff like that. I think the next slide that we're gonna go to in the leader of that club or whatever, he posted a cool one that I didn't even know existed, but it was pretty cool.
All right, so yeah, usually we do shirt of the week, which is usually Geo's segment, but this week we're gonna change it a little bit, just a shout out of the week. I look forward to seeing this person, but this week we're gonna be talking about our brother Mark in the Milan Club Boston. He created a great logo for Milan Club Phoenix. So just a sick logo for a new club down there. I can't wait to get the opportunity, if I get to go to Phoenix to visit family, especially my uncle, my cousin, get them to try to meet up with this club so we can all watch the game somewhere around Phoenix. Gonna be sick. That's right. Go to the collection section, and Milan Club, Milan Weekly Podcast shirt is in there. Support it. Hopefully we get more merch out there. There's going to be more stuff coming. But yeah, back to this. Mark created this. Mark's always showing mad love to so many clubs all across the country. I look forward to seeing Mark. So shout out to Mark. If you are in the Boston area, hit up the club. They always are at Ducali every week for the games. It's a great venue, I'm sure. You get to see Mark, everybody else. I'm looking forward to seeing Mark when he comes to New York next week, baby, for the big party. So, G, I wish you could come, man. I wish you could come. But pretty cool logo, though, right? Pretty cool fucking logo.
Fab. Brandon, yeah, that one's cool, the Rocky one, but the best one is the Philly cheesesteak, and I got that one. So that one's pretty cool. But yeah, I like the logo. You know what? Like I said, he did the Orlando one. Shout out to Mickey Mouse and all them over there. You know, Donald. I know they're going through a lot of stuff over there in Florida. You know, he even did the Miami one. So man, shout out to all the Milanistas out there in Florida. Be safe.
And the Cleveland
one,
you said, right?
Cleveland
one. Yeah,
Cleveland. Shout out to Daniel. You know, our Patreon brother over there. So if you're in Cleveland, also. But yeah, man, the logos are, and like I said, Fabio, it's cool. Like a lot of people want to go to the stadium. Like me, I'm gonna make it out to the stadium with you, hopefully, you know. And also, like,
don't tease me, Gio. You just tell me, and let's go. All right, let's do it.
But you know what's also another cool thing is like we gotta make it out to the clubs, man, which is cool. Milan Club, Phoenix, you know, it's here. So like we know now, like if we're out there traveling for anything, you know, now you know, like a lot of places that where you could go watch the game, you know, if they put out their location,
pretty much
which
most
is cool.
most major city, you know, for the most part, will have at least one Milan club somewhere close. You know, even Jan of our Milan Weekly podcast, he was traveling and he got to go watch the game in Amsterdam with Milan Club Amsterdam. You know, just cool stuff, and you meet people. If you're in London, Milan Club London's there. If you're in Montreal, Toronto, same thing, especially here in New York and also in Philly and Boston, but definitely Phoenix. Chicago has a spot. There's one in Northwest. The SoCal always, you know, there's so many clubs around that it really is the second best thing if you're not at the stadium itself to experience it with the other Milanista. At least you can be in a bar with other people who care about the game. It just gives you such a good feeling watching the game, being surrounded by other people, getting the emotions that you're getting up and down. It's DC too, definitely. Good shout out, Brandon. DC, now they got Orlando, they got Miami, Detroit, Cleveland. There's going to be more and more popping up. I'm sure there's ones in Dallas and Houston.
Oh, Las Vegas.
You know,
Las Vegas. You know, a lot of people go to Las Vegas, so you know what it is when you're out there in Vegas. You know, you could go in there and watch. I don't know where they watch the games, but, you know, Vegas, baby, Sin City.
Hell yeah, Sin City, baby. So I'm so happy, though, for Phoenix, because special shout out because I have family that just moved to the Phoenix area. So now when I get to go and visit, if it's during the soccer season and on the weekend, I can get my cousins and my uncle to come to the bar with me. It's going to be a great time. So shout out to Milan Club Phoenix and shout out to Mark for making another sick logo for them. And I'm telling you, man, if you're going to be in the New York area, look for Mark. Say what up.
He might have that off-white collection. He might.
Yeah, he might, because he had the paper planes. He had the paper planes last time. It was looking fly. I had to tell him. I was like, I like this jacket. He had the hat. He had the Fanta hat, you know. David Fanta always got the paper planes hat looking fly. So better be. Oh, man. But, all right, so, Gio. We've been on here almost an hour, so we're pretty much to the end, man. We don't even have a game to talk about. I know you're going to get your thing. So, guys, towards the end of the show, we always do a segment called Parting Shots, all right? And Parting Shots, we always just say our last couple of words, and we always take a little drink together to always, you know, cap off the night. You know what I'm saying? So, G, let me get the music keyed up here. One more thing, guys.
Alcohol, it makes you sweat, man. It's like nice. It's heat wave out here in California.
Don't worry, I got it nice and cold for you, bro. What are you drinking tonight, G? What are you drinking tonight?
We got that pineapple Ciroc or pineapple juice.
Pineapple. I got good old Johnny Walker, White Walker. All right. So, G, Let's start. All right. Guys, if you're still with us, and we appreciate you being with us. If you're with us right now and you have a drink, salute to you. All right. And please, if you haven't already, hit the like button on our video. Subscribe to our channel because every week we are constantly putting out English content for Milan. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you get all of our videos when we're posting them. And just remember, always Monday nights, Wednesday nights, those are the staple shows. Milan
Thursday.
Weekly Podcast. Thursday too with the local show, but that's every other week when Steve has a guest going down. So please subscribe and like to the video, and yeah, comment on it later if you want. That's great. That helps too. But yeah, so gee, let me get the music going, baby. All right, so let's go, G. What's your parting shot? Let's go, baby. Oh, baby.
Oh, all right, you know what? My parting shot is I'm laughing at Inter, the Caca Flies. We don't care about you no more. We're going to surpass you. I just want everybody, man, keep on meeting with your local clubs. Man, shout out to NYC. You know, we were trying to make it out there, but we couldn't. But just shout out to everybody, every club that's going off. Like I said, sometimes we play with 10 men.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we play with 10 men, so like we need to push them again until next summer. We get a right winger, man. But at the end of the day, man, just keep supporting your local club, so everybody could be on a tour. You know, New York City, they've been holding it down for a lot of years. That's why they're getting the well-deserved respect that they need. And hopefully the tour next time, maybe at the 20 with the 2 stars this year coming up, maybe they go all around the United States visiting everybody. And I know they really gonna want to go on in Vegas because you know they're gonna want to go to the strip clubs out there.
Yo, baby, listen, I hope they go all over the country. Give me a chance and give me a reason, baby, all right? Listen, my parting shot is that it doesn't matter how many how many injuries we get. It doesn't matter. What matters is that champions find a way. They grind out victories. They take opportunities, bring in young players, bring in players off the bench, and they produce. That's what you need to be a champion. And we expect to be champions. We ain't creeping up no more. We looking everybody in the eye and telling them we coming for that second star, baby. All right. So, you know, I care about the Chelsea games, but don't you ever sleep on the games on the weekend. All right. Those are the games that are most important. And that's the games that we cannot ever look past. All right. So Empoli this week before you think about Juve. Empoli this week before you think about Napoli. About Chelsea or anybody else. All right. So let's go, Milan. All right. Everybody get it fucking going. All right. Salute to you out there. Thank you, everybody, for watching because we are on fire right now. All right. And don't you let this international break get you down. They are injured, but they'll be back. We did it last year. We'll do it again, baby. So, Geo, thank you so much for being with me here, brother. Any other final words before we say peace out tonight?
Hey, California weather, you got to relax, man. It can't be this hot next time we do a pod. I'm sweaty. I probably lost like 20 pounds. The weather's
watching, baby. Oh, man. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Make sure you tune into the channel on Saturday before the game because we are definitely going to be chatting. And if you're a Patreon member, come out. It's always the same 5-6 people. We want to hear your opinion. We want to see your face and hear your voice. Let's go. This is what it's about, being a part of the community. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoy the weekend. Have a great night. And, G, let's go, baby.
Oh, baby.